Welcome to this lesson on the not-null assertion operator in Kotlin. Today, we're going to explore how to use the double exclamation mark operator carefully and understand the risks associated with it. This is an important topic in Kotlin's null safety system that every developer should understand thoroughly. The double exclamation mark operator is called the not-null assertion operator. Its primary purpose is to convert any nullable type into its non-nullable equivalent. Essentially, when you use this operator, you're telling the Kotlin compiler that you are certain the value is not null, and you want to treat it as a non-nullable type. Let's look at a basic example. Suppose we have a variable called name of type string with a question mark, which means it's nullable. We get this value from a function called getName. Now, if we want to access the length property, we can use the double exclamation mark operator like this, name.length. This converts the nullable string to a non-nullable string. However, if name is actually null, this will throw a NullPointerException at runtime. Here's the critical risk you need to understand. If the value you're asserting is actually null, the double exclamation mark operator will throw a NullPointerException at runtime. This is exactly the kind of error that Kotlin's null safety system was designed to prevent. By using this operator, you're essentially bypassing Kotlin's built-in protection, which defeats the entire purpose of having null safety in the first place. So when should you actually use the double exclamation mark operator? There are three legitimate scenarios. First, when you are absolutely certain the value is not null based on your program's logic and flow control. Second, when you want your program to fail fast, meaning it's better to crash immediately than to propagate a null value through your system. And third, during temporary debugging or prototyping, when you're quickly testing code before implementing proper null handling. Here's an example of a safe use case. Let's say we read input from the user using readLine, which returns a nullable string. Before using the double exclamation mark operator, we first check if input is not null using an if statement. Inside this block, we're guaranteed that input is not null, so using the double exclamation mark operator here is safe. We can then convert it to uppercase and print it. The key point is that we've verified the value isn't null before asserting it. In most cases, you should avoid using the double exclamation mark operator and use safer alternatives instead. First, you can use the safe call operator, which is a question mark followed by a dot. This only accesses members if the value is not null. Second, you can use the Elvis operator, which is a question mark followed by a colon, to provide a default value when the original value is null. Third, you can use explicit null checks combined with smart casts, which let the compiler ensure type safety automatically. Here's the key takeaway from this lesson. The double exclamation mark operator should be a red flag in your code. Use it sparingly and only when absolutely necessary. Whenever you see it in your code, ask yourself if there's a safer alternative. Remember, Kotlin provides powerful null safety features to protect you from null pointer exceptions. Prefer using these safer alternatives that embrace Kotlin's null safety principles, rather than bypassing them with the not-null assertion operator.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.